Hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. This last home game of the season, Rangers at home at Hearts. Showing myself upstairs on the show. Is my mucker Albert alright, Albert?
I'm fine, mate. How are yourself?
Alright, mate. You get all the chores done today?
Oh, aye. We do every day of the day. Just had a wee look out the window now and again. Everything's alright. Lovely night, by the way, for this game of football.
I thought you were changing the duvet. I wouldn't mind watching you changing the duvet.
I wouldn't even attempt it, mate. I wouldn't even attempt it. That looks a job and a half.
Do you think that should be an Olympic sport, mate?
Absolutely. It includes everything. Gymnastics, weightlifting, the lot. Everything's in there.
Right, okay. I've got the team, mate. Yeah?
Yep.
You ready?
Go for it.
McGregor. Tavernier, Suter, King, Ridvan. Lundstrom, Raskin, Kamara. Cantwell, Fashion Jr. and Alfredo Morelos. Substitutes: McCrory, Hadji, Jack, Matondo, Wright, Barisic, Arfield, Devine and Lowry. I'll make a prediction now, Albert.
Yep.
Scotty Arfield will come on.
Right, so it's McGregor, Tavernier, Suter, King, Raskin, Ridvan. Lundstrom. Did you say Kamara? Lundstrom,
Raskin, Kamara, Cantwell, Fashion Jr. and Morelos. So Kamara's come in for Jack. Yes.
Uh-huh.
And Morelos has come in for Hadji.
I'm not impressed with that team.
Yeah.
Nah.
2 changes.
Anyway, this is just a big cheerio, isn't it?
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, potentially, yeah. Well, it is what it is. Well, every game's a big game for us, and it's our last game of the season. But record at Ibrox in the league has been okay. We've no dropped many points. 2 draws all season, mate, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have to look to improve on that next year. And if we improve on it, we will come close, mate.
I think we came close this year, to be honest with you. I think it was just stupidness. And we just shot ourselves in the foot. I think the players we're going to get in is quite exciting for next year. So I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion next year, but we'll give them again this time. There's no doubt about it, we'll give them again.
Yeah, I asked the question last night about the players that were leaving. I mean, obviously, there's 2 of them in the first team who have been announced. There's others that might leave in that squad. I mean, I don't think anybody would be shocked if Kamara left this summer neither, would they?
Well, I was when they were shouting the names out, I was ticking off my list I gave you the other month there. I was ticking them away there. Oh, correct.
Listen, I've got to apologise, mate. I've lost that homework you gave me.
Sorry, I've got a copy, mate. Excuse me, mate.
Sponsored by Cruella.
Aye, so I agree with you. I think there's another 6 to leave, in contract players to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And that was to generate some more money add money to the existing transfer kit he was already got. Plus it reduces the squad, because that's what he was wanting to do anyway, reduce that squad, 31 players, ridiculous. But having said that, all the injuries we had, if we didn't have the 31 players, where would they have been? Who would be playing? Have they boys playing? The young boys, young boys.
Oh, it's been mental, really, if you think we had 2 goalies on the bench and the players that won the fit of the weekend there, mate. It's just been mental season, really. So it's done. It's coming to a conclusion now, last home game of the season. Listen, I might win these 2 games, but they don't mean a lot, but they do to me, because I just want us to go keep on running and hopefully keep the momentum going for next year, yeah?
Absolutely. Just professional pride more than anything else, isn't it? It's just nothing more than that. We're no kidding myself on and thinking these games mean a hell of a lot. We're not that stupid, but as you say, it's just keep it going. You just want to win it. It's just a game of football, and it's like playing your mates out of the park. You're not playing for anything, but you just want to win the game. But so I'm not impressed with the team. I must admit that. But anyway,
what would your team have been? Which gave you concern?
My team would have been near enough the team last week. Because that's all the players. I'd have played all the players that are going forward because the pre-season starts now for me. I'm not a big fan of this. Or he's leaving, we'll all wave goodbye. No, if you want to wave goodbye, bring him out at the beginning of the game or the end of the game in his suit, and I'll wave bye-bye to him. Cheerio, you're off. So I've no sentimentality when it comes to that. So I'd have rather kept the team that we had, or the players that are going to be playing here next year on that park. Because I enjoyed watching them play last week, and I enjoyed them playing against the mob across the city. So I wanted to see how they're going to do with Hearts.
The mob across the city, is that Partick Thistle? I thought that other team was local to Inverness.
Aye. I mean Thistle. Or the original old firm, Queen's Park, you know what I mean?
You know. But, look, I get it. I'm looking forward to seeing Cantwell again against him and Raskin. I'm looking forward to seeing Suter, obviously playing games back to back, which he's not done. It's given us a chance to see where the boat. And I would imagine that Jack's come out the team just for a precaution, mate. He'll get injured again and he'll be out for 12 weeks just after we'll give him a new contract and he'll be out for the whole August the way it's spent, if I'm being honest, mate.
Oh, I see where medical staff starting on their injury list for next year, which with Goldstein. I'm saying, here we go again. This season will finish for talking about next season injury list. Oh, Christ, here we go. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I'm rattling on about that all the time.
I've been thinking about it and I've got the answer.
What's that, mate?
They're on day work, no job in Knock.
The longer you keep the more money they make. That's a care centre up there. They've got the big leather chairs with the wee tartan blankets and all that. It's a care centre up there, man. It's not a training centre.
I thought you were describing Bridges' living room there.
I live with the plastic sheets on the metal on the suite.
I told him it was at the time it took to wrap it up. Right, okay. Let's get these phone lines opened there.
Aye, let's do it, mate. Let's hear for the guys and lasses.
Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Okay, I'll just get the team again. McGregor, Tavernier, Suter, King, Redfan, Lundstrom, Raskin, Kamara, Cantwell, Fashion Jr. and Alfredo Morelos. Substitutes: McCrory, Hadji Jack, Matondo, Wright, Barisic, Arfield, Devine and Alex Lowry. I also predict that Scott Wright will get on. There you go.
Aye. You say cheerio for a long well, he's neat and tidy. He win that award every year. So we'll give him that, man. He deserves to say cheerio, I suppose. Well, that's if he goes, right enough. It's no certain he's gone, is it?
I think that deal's going to be done, mate. He's finding his level. Look, we signed him, we took a punt. I get that, mate. I'm not criticising that recruitment. You take a punt, you say, is he going to be an asset? It's no work to it. That's fair enough. But God, in years to come, I've said it before, Albert, people will name that team and he'll be the one. He'll be the one. For Seville, they'll go, oh, no, who was, yeah, they'll be all arguing, yeah.
I was like, he didn't play. Oh, he did. He started. So that's the incredible thing about it. He started. Good grief. See, you think about it, man. What state were we in getting that fine? You're just wrapped up in the event, and you're not actually concentrating, thinking about the heat and all, and going like, oh, were we prepared for that? I'm not talking about the support. I'm talking about the team. Were we prepared to play in that heat? We took everything into consideration, bar the heat. I don't think we prepared right for that. But anyway, what day you go to play in it? But anyway, that's another lost chance.
Another debate for another time. Listen, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to hear from our latest signing, Kieran Dowell, mate. Yeah. So if you don't mind getting yourself on mute, let's hear for Kieran.
Kieran, firstly, welcome to Rangers. You must be delighted to have joined the club.
Buzzing, yeah, nice one. Obviously, really glad to get it done early into towards the end of the season. Spoke with the manager a few months before the season ended, so it was. I'm so glad to get it done so early. Yeah.
What was it about Rangers that made you feel like the club was a good fit for you?
I think I know a lot of Rangers fans. I know a lot of Scottish lads from previous clubs, and they just speak so highly of the club. The intensity of it, the pressure of it, which I guess is a really good pressure. We expected to win every game, and obviously the European game. So there's so many positives. What really convinced me to come here. Yeah.
You've of course been at the stadium this morning and now at the training centre. What have your first impressions been of the place?
It's class. It's really nice. Obviously the historic stadium, which we had a little look around this morning in the trophy room and stuff like that. It's just, I've not seen nothing like that in another club. You can already see it's such a special club.
No. I reckon that boy, maybe the Gerrard connection with that accent all better.
Oh, I didn't even know he'd signed. There you are, I'm right up to date.
You did have a duvet day, didn't you?
No, I didn't, mate. I tell you what, I had on a duvet day. I had a relaxing day. I'm staying away from everything. I thought the signing was to be announced at the game. Did I pick that up right?
In front of the fans, wasn't it, getting a wave and all that, yeah?
Aye.
Well, that's a bit going forward. You can't look back. You look back fondly and wave cheerio, and then you welcome the other person with open arms. That's life, isn't it?
Well, we'll see who gets the biggest cheer, eh?
Aye.
The players leaving are the ones coming in.
Aye. Right, talking about players leaving, not yet. But aye, fair play to the boy. We'll see how it goes, mate. I really don't know a lot about him. I know he's came from Norwich. I've seen a bit of footage, but I don't know a lot about him, so we'll have that checked out, and I'm sure we'll discuss it tomorrow night, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
You know. But talking about people we don't know a lot about, it can be a wee bit dodgy. Andy Felix. Evening, Andy.
Good evening, chaps.
Evening, Andy. How are you doing, pal?
Not bad. A lot of people said worse about me, so I'll take that one.
I've been polite, Andy.
I would have stayed with the same team. I'm not hammered with him getting a start there. The way he's been all season, I don't sit right with me. Your manager actually panned him a couple of weeks ago and then gives him a start. Well, I suppose that's what he's a manager. I'm just here to mump my gums on that one. I get the McGregor one. I thought he'd do that one. And Kamara, well, possibly get him a game. Maybe somebody might be looking out there in the close season, to come in and get him. But the Jet one as well, like I get when they're saying that, we might have to, well, what's the point of signing him if we're going to have to do that? There's no point in it. He should play the last 3 games off, in my opinion.
There's two sides to that coin, Andrew, boy.
Aye, but it could be, but at the end of the day, we're going to keep saying, he's if he's going to sign the contract, I'm wanting quite a few games out of him. I'm not wanting to go through the same. He should be all right there at night, right enough, But Kamara for Jack, okay, yeah. And then who's the one? Hope that Sky boy better than the other one we've got.
What was that? What's that one?
I say, hope that Scouts boy that's coming in is better than the other one we've got.
I thought he'd done again at the weekend, if I'm being honest. I thought he'd done all
right. He did actually play all right. But he tends to, his better games come when Jack's on the park, don't they? In my opinion, anyway.
His better games come when he's in a Kanchelskis.
Sorry, I'm on you, mate.
He's in a Kanchelskis. End of the contract, you start playing well again, A few of them do that. It's no surprise that he's got a year left in his contract, he's on another contract. All of a sudden he's a player again. You're like, what happened there? I'll tell you one thing, I don't know if it's true, but moving him out of the onside and telling him to push forward, he looks a different player doing that than he does that holding role, because he just simply can't play that holding role. He's no good enough for it, mate. He's just no. So it might be that change of positions actually gave him a new lease of life.
That might be. We'll see where it goes. Lundstrom, he's coming out of the last year's contract once we come back after the summer, so there's decisions to make, and it'll be interesting to see if there's any movement in the summer. But if he keeps his form for the weekend, Andy, he's an asset, but he has had some great run of forms, and then he's also had some poor run of forms also, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, well, my opinion. I don't dislike the guy, he's just crap. It's as simple as that. you only get like 30% out of him. You know, like 30%'s pretty good, but the rest of the time he's dire. I mean, he can't run back. They shouldn't play him in that, you know, along the back line though, because you're asking for trouble there, right enough. And as Albert said, if you push him where he had him there on Sunday, was it Sunday we played? Aye, Sunday. He looked better, didn't he? You know, you want him. Well, look, everybody that's staying at the club, let's not kid ourselves here. The players that is going forward and the players, they've all got to be on the same page because we all know what's at the end of it if we don't. So, yeah, if he stays, you know, hope he comes and gives you that European form. I'll say that. I old man up there right enough, but the league stuff, it's been.
I'm just writing that down, Albert. I'll keep that for a quiz at the end of the season quiz. Yeah, cracking question. Which Rangers player does Andy Felix like? I'll just keep that one, yeah.
I like Suter. Well, just log that one, Suter, because I've been shooting for him. I like Jack. And I like the keeper.
You're starting to confuse the answer, you know. Come on, behave yourself.
Albert is a pattern to it. I like all the Scottish Protestants in the team. That's what I like.
I'm going to play it back what you said about Suter after the game at their place, Albert. You might beg to differ.
I never said nothing about Suter after that game.
Nothing good anyway.
I get your points. But it's all right having past glories. It's all about what you do immediate runabout, isn't it? Your form, looking back a year ago, doesn't really matter, Albert. It's what you do now and then.
That's it, mate. That's it. Football's in the present, mate. It's always in the present. It's past glories, past bad games are all by. It's done and finished. It's new, right now. How are you playing now? And as all the good players tell you, you're only as good as your last game, mate. At Rangers, as good as your last pass, basically. But that's the way it is, and that's the way it should be, because some of these players want to just rest in their laurels all the time and just have a wee cushy number. Sign for Rangers, that's me made it, so just relax now. Get a nice wee 3-4 year contract here. I'll sit and enjoy that. We can't afford that. This club's no built for players like that. But we seem to be over the recent years, signing a lot of players like that. Players that start this, I want to finish my career at Ibrox. I don't like that. I don't like people saying that because I know what's coming. It's a comfy chair type. It's the slippers and all that, and it's I'll just sit here for 2 years, 3 years. The last 3 years of my contract, with a big bumper pie. And then I'll go down the divisions for the next couple of years, just top up my pension, and that'll do me nicely. Can't be annoyed with that, mate. Yeah, we're all sitting in the stands paying through our nose for season tickets and memorabilia, strips and all the rest of it. and go to European games and paying absolute fortunes for somebody to sit there and just take the money. Too many Ibrox of that. I mean, that stat, I tell you the other day, I don't know if that's true, that stat, but and wages-wise, with £23 million worth of wages sitting in the stand for the rest of the season. That's incredible, mate. If that's true, that is incredible.
Well, do some sums, mate. I suppose when how you take it, mate. I don't, the yearly salaries and added them together, you know. It was soon enough. But talking about the night's game, Andy, I know it's not the biggest game I've ever played, but you still want to win, mate, yeah?
Oh, definitely. I mean, as I said there, since we lost the semi-final, they've come back and responded again. But the problem is when we've responded this season, it's been after, the real one that mattered to take us to where we wanted to be. But yeah, I want to see Rangers go out and hammer them tonight. And, it'll be a tough game on Sunday as well because, they're about the only one in the league this season that tend to give them, the other mob, a problem. So that'll not be an easy game there on Saturday, Sunday, whenever we play. Is it Sunday? Not sure. But yeah, I want them to go out and really get stuck into him, get as many goals as they can,
Yeah. He's done it.
Every game we play, there's no friendlies that we play. There's rubber games or out like that. Well, I know they are in terms of not winning anything, but if I get beat tonight, I'll still be annoyed because I don't like us getting beat. So, I want us to win,
That goal that boy scored on Saturday, some goal. Did you see the goal that Hearts boy scored?
Against Aberdeen?
Against Aberdeen, aye. Some goal, man. It was an absolute... I'm saying never get player of the year, goal of the season. There was a goal of the season there. Look at that goal.
I've got the Hearts team, mate. It's Clark, Herring, Shanklin, Atkinson, Devlin, Rowless, Forrest, Sibic, Ginley, Hill, Odo. And I wonder if Andy Halliday will go on his head, cheerio, let everybody else just get to it.
He'd get a bigger reception in Morales, wouldn't he? Yeah, he'd get a bigger reception in Morales, I think. That's for sure.
Oh dear.
I'm not too enamoured the way it's ended with some of your players. I don't really necessarily blame the club. 2 years ago, you take a punt. In hindsight, you've got it wrong all there. But if somebody didn't want to move at the time, you're snookered, didn't you?
It's not. See, from my mind, it's not the fact that we took a chance or we held them too long. That's fine and dandy. That as you say, that you take the chance, you done it. We done it. Okay. It's the last 2 years of they to Kent and Morales. The way their attitude's been and the way they're performing. That's the bit that's annoying everybody. Up until that 2 years ago, everybody was in love with them, going, oh, brilliant, excellent players, not that. We've held on too long, but we needed to. They're making reasons and excuses why we held on to them. But no, that last 2 years, that just soured everybody's taste against them for their attitude and the way they were performing. And they really weren't caring. And they didn't bother that you knew that they weren't caring. They were just one. I mean, that semi-final, for example, with Kent, or was it the final, the semi-final? That was ridiculous, mate. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Both, if you're being honest, both the semi-final and the final.
I mean, there you go. It's ridiculous, and that's the thing that's souring everything. The matter is, you're looking at them and going, "We done our bit for you. We backed you 100%. For the last 2 years, what have you done for us? Practically nothing."
I suppose if you look at the positives, if you really look at the positives, Albert, it's gave Andy and our couple of players not to like.
Listen, I've told you, I like everybody in blue, but the ones that are playing in blue now that's let us down, and Albert says, don't give it. I'm not going to say, aye, they're good. They're a disaster. They've let us down. And that's all we've ever asked from any Rangers player. I get now we'll sign anybody and everyone, right? But as long as they perform for us, 110% back. You can't back them. You can only speak at what you see out of them. And Albert's right. What annoys me is Kent's not wanting to try a jot. I think the UEFA Cup final miss could contribute to a bit of his attitude. It's done his head in a wee bit. But all he had to do was be a man. Listen, I don't want to be here. And we could have kind of moved him on. Or just show a bit of loyalty, just so that, right, well, you signed me for $7 million, you give me my chance. All he had to do is say, well, look, I'll sign a wee contract for you, just so that I don't walk out the door and let you down, and Rangers can get a wee bit of money. That's all they have to do. I'm Morales, but they didn't.
He's been at the funny facts again, Albert.
Never mind that. Listen, a bit of loyalty. I think we show enough to they too, and they show nothing to us, and that annoys me.
I get it, Andy, and your sentiments are admirable. But however, like the modern football player, we never complained when we signed John Lundstrom. Well, apart from you, because it was somebody else, didn't it?
I did. Aye.
Yeah, but
I was going to start on the two that's coming in, Ox, but I thought I better behave for the get cussed in the WhatsApp. I was going to say I've never even heard of these guys.
Let's see them in training before we judge them. Know what I mean?
Aye, but when you don't hate them, like, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm like. I come out and say it as I see it, like, But no, I hope they do well, obviously. You know what I mean? If it's don't, then we've got a problem.
Yes, we do. Of course we do, but we'll see where it takes us. How do you think it's going to go? You got a punt on, Andy?
I have, yes. I've taken for 4 tonight, 4-1, 4-0.
What did you? It could have been 4 easy on Sunday, couldn't it? Easy.
Well, the last two, the Celtic game and the Hibs game, where enough time was spared for Rangers just to get that 4th goal on both games, and I'd have been quids in. But they'll do it tonight for me,
What a night that'll be, and when the Southside Super 6 starts the same time as Andy's better, all better.
Oh, I tell you.
Oh, why don't you think I don't make any comments on Southside Super 6? That bet's just as bad.
I've never put your bet on, Andy. I might put it on tonight. I might go and stick it on tonight.
Yeah, I've just got a funny feeling we'll go out tonight. I mean, get the
only you got the joke for Saturday, Albert, when I said he's now got 3 teams up when it was a draw and the games had only started for a minute.
I thought he was close, but he wasn't that close, was he?
Nah, he wasn't that far away with the goals and a couple of goals. He'd been up.
A couple of goals that made a hell of a difference.
Aye, he had a goal. Fox's one was a cracker, wasn't it? When he got the first one up at half 12, cash out.
Cash out.
Anyway, guys, what do you think of the
I tried to, but I owe them money now. Sorry, mate.
You go, Andy.
What do you think of the stick that the young keeper got there, just because he had a bit of a dodgy on a couple of balls? Christ, I think he's done well, the boy,
Mate, well, look, people are reading into the narrative that some of these clickbait sites are having. Who's making the comments? Read who's making the comments. Yeah, he dropped a ball. Was he at fault for the goal? No, he wasn't. Did he make a good save? Aye, he did. Yeah, he's played 5 games, lost 1 goal. Yeah, let's leave the boy alone. I thought it was OTT. There's a narrative there, yeah?
Yeah, well, yes, it could be other people as we all know, like enough.
There's a narrative.
I've got no problem with him at all. I like him, and even if we're signing a goalie, which it looks like we will be, I want him to start. I don't think he's done anything wrong. Give him a chance. He don't do it, or he looks dodgy in the pre-season or like that. Then he has his keeper. But there again, the problem is you bring a keeper on, say, 30 grand a week or whatever. He ain't coming to sit on the bench, is he? To sit beside McCrory.
We bring a goalie in. I mean, young he's been promoted. He's going to be your number 2.
Yeah.
And if that is the case, and he's going to play more games, but I think it was scandalous. But I'm always cautious, as you will know, Albert, where I read and what I think. Yeah, the narrative can guide some people. Yeah.
Oh, they've been doing it for years now, mate. Doing it for years. Roy McCorry's just going to be another victim, you know what I mean? But the good thing about it, Andy, if he gets a bit of criticism like he's got to go thick skin. It's part of being a Rangers player. So for that point, I'm not that bothered. But he shouldn't be getting. You should pay comment on it. He dropped a ball, he flapped at one, and he couldn't get off the ground with another one. You've got to point that out. But he did pull off some good saves. His reading of the game is pretty good, mate. He really is. Yeah, I like him for that. He reads the game really well, and he looks confident. And you can see him coming out of his shell now. And it's no young Rob McCorry now. It's no. He's 25. He's a man now. I keep saying it. Start treating these boys like men. Talk about them as if they're men, because they're never going to grow up until we start treating them like men, and they carry the same responsibilities a man would take. So. He made a couple of mistakes. Own them. I did. I'll improve. Don't worry about that. But he also did some good stuff as well. And he had a great game in the Celtic game and a great game in the Aberdeen game. No, I mean, so he's doing well. Is he going to be the number 1? Well, fight for it. There's nothing to stop him being the number 1. He needs to fight for it. And if he keeps putting performances in like he did against the other two, I don't see a reason why he can't be the number 1. So whoever comes up and thinks they're going to sign there, okay, they might be on bigger wages, they might be on a better reputation, but it's not a guarantee you walk into the goal. He needs to perform, whoever that's going to be. I agree that in any position, and that's what I keep rattling on about these boys. Take the position. If you want the position in the first team, take it.
Yeah. Make it hard for him.
Think about it, Andy. Think about it, but again, you look at the positive. If he drops another couple, it's another player you can dislike.
Dear me, I get a bad name here. I get banged in the WhatsApp and I get banged out in here. I don't know. I'll tell you, the stranger guy on last night, that guy called Shug. Jesus Christ, where did he get hands to?
Well, I thought he talked a lot of sense, that man.
You got to remember who's taught him. He's a calm one. He lets me go and bang off.
He's good as Shug, isn't he? Top.
Yes, aye. I was listening away in there. I thought, geez, I'll let alone how to do that. Not at 62, like I don't think I'm going to change now. But I thought he's so calm, isn't he?
Did you say 6'2"?
Oh, 6 foot, aye, 2'2", and that's with my shoes on.
Oh dear, you're the one that called me Big Ox.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was looking up to you that night, if I remember. I was at the vodka, I can't mind now.
That was a long time ago now, wasn't it?
Aye, it was a good night though.
Aye, it was right. Okay, right. We go tonight. We go and it's going to be a lot of. It's an Indian era, Albert. For some players, it might be a year too late, but it's happened. We deal with it. We move on. Yeah, we give them a thank you.
Aye.
Yeah.
It was always going to come to this, but it shows you how much a mess that Wilson made, or where all these players are leaving at the one time like this. No, I mean, it should never have been like this. That was just ridiculous. But as you say, it's an Indian era. Some of them are going out with their head held high. Some of them are going out, not with their tail between their legs, but they're not going out in a glorious, glory the way they should have been out. But there you go. It's time to go. It's time to go. And I can't say, honestly, all the ones that are leaving, I would have kept 10 of them and went, oh, no, I wish we'd have, if we want to keep them for a wee while. Everyone needs to go. It's as simple as that. They just have to go. But it shouldn't have been like this. It should not have been like this.
Indian era, whether you like it or not. They've all been successful for us at times. The period of their career, McGregor, Kent, Morelos, Scotty Arfield, and obviously Big Hollander. They've all had good patches in their time with us, but you've got to move on, Andy. Yeah, as I think Albert said earlier on, there's no room for sentiment. We've got to move on. We've got to be ruthless.
Yeah, well, Shug said that last night along with you as well. I mean, he's totally right, as everybody else is. It's the start of a new era now. I mean, I remember Albert when we finished off last season, was saying it's a new Rangers coming forward, and I think both me and Albert was thinking, yeah, we didn't think we'd have been in it. I will say this: any amount of injuries that any club takes like that are going to struggle, no matter what we think of the players. That was horrendous. I worry for Lawrence when he comes back. I think over a year out is a long, long time. And he's way short of match fitness in there, so you're going to have to ease him in slowly. He ain't just going to come and walk into the start of the season. It's going to have to be a slow build-up for him. As I said, I think he's a player. If he looked, he was going to settle in. So I do worry for him going forward. The two new guys that are coming in, good luck to them. Nice seeing him in the Rangers shirt, and he seemed to talk fondly of us. Actually, easy to talk right enough, but he said that a few Rangers fans have been in his ear and let him know, and Cantwell and all that. So that's good. He seems to want to come. He seems to want to roll his sleeves up.
I would reckon that would be Kenny McLean and the big centre half. The big centre half who plays for Norwich. Oh, I forgot his name. Oh.
Did they not have the goalie there and all gone? I think his dad was a Rangers man,
Aye, but I mean that's the two players that I know it's in the Norwich team. What's the name of that centre half? I'll come and plays for Scotland. Albert, come on, help me out.
Oh, the one who went for Aberdeen?
Yes.
Oh, it starts with an M, doesn't it? Oh, I can't remember. Him and Morelos were always fighting, weren't they?
No, that's the one that went to Notts Forest, yeah.
Hanlon.
Yeah,
no.
Come to me. No. Come to me in a second. Give me 1 second. Carry on, Andy.
Well, that one that was always fighting with Morales. He was one of them anyway, wasn't he? I'm sure he was. Wasn't he supposed to go to them?
The one I'm talking about is Grant Hanley.
Hanley.
I said Hanley.
Hanlon, you said.
Aye, I said Hanley and all, but I'm looking to see if I was on mute now. Shouting this phone at you.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name. The two of them, Kenny McLean and
big ugly trumpet, isn't he?
I've never
one of us?
Picture. Yeah.
All right, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. How is that somebody else you don't like?
No, if he's one of us, he's all right. If they've told you any Scottish Protestants, they're brilliant no matter how they play.
We said, Andy, see if we try to get a team out for all the players you did like, we wouldn't even get a five-a-side team.
No, you wouldn't. No, you'd probably get a couple of kitmen, a bagman, and somebody to carry the corner flags.
Right, I'll get a team for people that's joining us, bit of talking points. McGregor, Tavernier, Suter, King, Ridvan. I think McGregor was always going to come in. Lundstrom, Raskin, Kamara in for Jack. I actually think that makes a bit of sense. I don't think we've got a lot of options. And then Cantwell, Fashion Jr. and Morelos. Substitutes: McCrory, Hadji, Jack, Matondo, Wright, Barisic, Harfield, Devine, and Lowry. And I'm going to pick out the substitute tonight will be Scotty Harfield, Scott Wright, Barisic, and McCrory will come on to let McGregor come off. There you go, Albert.
Give him a wee points early he'd clap.
I will do that, and then we'll give him a year's contract tomorrow.
If he pulls up a couple of brilliant saves for that, we're not letting him go. Oh dear. Anyway, it's what do you call him? Kamara. I think he's off. I know, isn't he? He's definitely gone as well. I hope.
You get a bit of money for him, won't you? He's on a long contract, so.
We'll see where it goes. So how do you think it's going to go, Albert? Prediction, come on.
Prediction, I'm going to predict the Rangers win. I'm going to predict 2-1 to the Rangers.
2-1. I think there'll be more goals in that, and I think we look as if we're starting to make more chances, Albert, hopefully.
Yeah, but Morelos is back in, so nobody take them.
No, with the luck we've had this season, mate, he will take them tonight, and you'll think what could have been. Andy?
It'd probably work out like that. Like I say, well, I'll let you know if I'm bouncing. If he scored an hat-trick, I'll let you know if I've jumped off the city and started cheering and not. But I'll share the goals right enough. But look, I mean, I can get them, but I just don't understand. And I'm not trying to be funny like that. But the way he banged him out there, and I get the sentiment of him, right, it'll be his last game. The way he banged him out there the other week, I just don't see the logic of starting him. And they bring him on for 5 minutes and let him have his applause. That's the way I'd have done it. As Albert said, and it's right, everyone that he thinks he's keeping, they're the ones, in my opinion, that should have started. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's not going to be starting, and Alan McGregor's not going to be starting. But again, like we said, he wants to give him, I'll be interested to see how the fans react to him. If they give him a really good send-off, I think they will, because that's what we are. Once we're all together, we seem to go in the one direction, don't we? But,
What do you think the score is going to be, Ox?
I think we could get a 5 in it, mate. I really do.
Oof.
Yeah, I think Hearts' form's poor. I don't think they're the greatest team in the world. But people will argue that they've got more to play for than us. I think the shackles are off us. We will get goals, mate. Because I think they can't sit in. They're going to have to open up. So there's my prediction. Yeah.
Oh, I hope you're right. It's a gorgeous night to play football, I tell you.
Aye, ideal, perfect. They've got obviously Ginley and Shankland, and listen, I know there's been a lot of talk about Shankland. The boy's a finisher. He can score goals. But I think if you look at him, you look at his age, and you look, he has got a lack of pace. How he can play up against people, and you give him a chance to box, he can score goals. So it'll be interesting to see if they give a new pairing, all right, they played at the weekend, but Sutton and King, who are relatively inexperienced for us, playing for us, yeah, the two of them. Yeah, Andy?
Yep.
Yeah, I like, he made the mistake for the goal, didn't he, right enough, but, I thought he did relatively well. I think Suter was in his ear quite a lot at the back there. And I still think, the boy King, I think he got, whether they say it or no, I think he got a bit of a hammer in there through the Champions League, and they where we tossed the league in them 3 games with Livingston, St Mirren and St Johnstone. I think they hurt him a bit. He got a lot of stick, as I remember, as well. I like the boy. I mean, like the boy now, as Albert said, he's a man now. He's got a man up if he's going to be at the club. He's signed a lengthy contract. He's surely not wanting to be sitting on the bench. Whoever's coming in, he needs to put the pressure on the guy and see if he can make it his way. Talking to Shugs, though, I do agree with what you said about what I said to him. I said, Ox don't think he's a centre half, and I shall see. He agreed, he said, find another place for him, So I'll be interested to see going forward if he stays, if that does come right for you.
I think when Leon was coming through the ranks, mate, he was a boy who could play anywhere. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he played a lot of times in midfield, and then obviously he progressed as he got a bit bigger for, if you like, youth football. He started playing centre half. He's got pace and he's brave, and obviously playing a youth football, you could see what they've done in there. I just think he's got to play in a different position. I don't think he's the most natural centre half I've seen all day.
No, he's not, mate. He's not. He's. I don't know if he's a good player or a bad player, to be honest with you, mate. He's too young yet to make that judgment call. But I'll tell you one, he doesn't look out of place, put it that way, when he's on the park. He doesn't look like a shrinking violet. So, we'll wait and see. Although I'm going to pop half now, Ox.
We're just going to wind up anyway. Catch you later, Albert. Yeah, enjoy the match. Andy, you promoted, mate. You get a big cheque for the night. It's only me and you.
Aye, well, that's, can you handle me, Ox?
I'll have a go, Andy. I'll have a go.
Dearie, I couldn't handle myself these days. Never mind anybody else.
How's it going to go tonight? Last word for you.
I think I'm going to go for it. As I said, just got a fancy for 4, but then when you said 5, I'm starting to think I've got one below, but I had 5 on at the weekend, and I had to, I'll cover the 4 because I've took a hammering bit this season, so I thought I would come into a break even, but listen, I went for I'll set 4-0, 4-1. That's what I'm looking at. I
predicted as many right results as Southside's Goalkeeper's up this year.
Aye, well, let's see. I mean, like I said, I'm looking. Oh, by the way, I know it's early. We get a thing. When's the last show this season?
Tuesday.
I thought I shall be able to come out of the bedroom on Wednesday then.
Another year older.
But if you can go and watch your soaps now. Brilliant.
Tuesday, mate.
Right.
Listen, thanks, Andy. Thanks for joining us, mate. Always a
pleasure. No, that's always a pleasure. I love coming on, as you know. Like you said, we are people, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm sure we might catch you after the game if we've scored 4 or 5, mate.
Yeah, we've done that right enough. Like I say, I try. It's not that I don't want to come in when I've spoken. We come in before, but you once said something. I should have said, I know. See, when you've had a bad day, it's quite emotional to come straight in live. You know what I mean? And I'm not the brightest tool in the box. I don't think we've played well, so I kind of sort of stay shy of the after match ones. We do well to come in late, as you know, but I use my head a wee bit these days.
I've got to be honest, at times this season, Liverpool game and some of the games against them, mate, it's been a pleasure coming on and doing the show. It's been tough for all the people involved, you know.
Well, I've got to be honest with you, how you keep your calm and all after games like that, 'cause it's been hard and that. But we've had a few of them. We'll come back. It's swings and roundabouts, you know what I mean? We will come back. We'll get our day back. Once we get back, we'll let them know.
All right, mate. You enjoy the game. And
and you, Ox. Yeah, thanks for talking to us. Bye-bye now.
Cheers, mate. Thanks to Andy and Albert for doing the show. Fox for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating the Rangers victory. Take it away, Foxy boy.